All right, what is up, everybody? So, today, short video. I want to kind of draw a comparison or a conclusion between people who are considering moving over from Windows to Linux, as well as general society and people who generally tend to choose to live different lives than what the large corporations want everybody to live. So, if we have a look at the United States, there are roads, roads, roads. It's such a car-centric place. And a lot of places, including South Africa, seems to be also quite car-centric. Car, car, car. Roads, roads, roads. And recently I actually started commuting via bicycle for my short commutes. I think about all the energy it required to move like a ton of steel and myself, you know, 3 kilometers, you know, that is actually a lot of energy. And moving myself and say a bicycle with a backpack requires a lot less energy. And it's got other benefits. Obviously, we get healthier, we're getting exercise, we're getting sunshine, all things that have been proven to help your mental health as well as your physical health. I'm meeting other people on the road as well, other cyclists, other joggers, people who walk, and yeah, it's generally quite a friendly atmosphere. Contrast that to motor vehicles. Oftentimes you're always in a rush, always in a hurry. Um, there's lots of road rage, hooting going on, etc., etc. And yeah, it's just not fun. But what does this have to do with Linux? Well, I've been using Linux as my daily driver full time for a number of years now. And I remember on Windows, you always sort of wanted to sort of keep up with what everyone else was doing. But the moment I started using Linux, my mindset changed. It was more about what works for me, what makes me happy, and yeah, I've been happy. So, if you consider Windows now, these days, all the controversy with all their ads and stuff that they're pushing, having to have the online account with Microsoft account and all that stuff, they're making it more and more difficult for you to have a quote-unquote offline account. They're data harvesting for ads purposes and improving their service, It just feels like they're pushing consumerism. And we know that consumerism is contributing to a lot of issues in society. We have people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on designer items that cost like $70 to make. We have people living in literal shacks or literal caves in some cases because they can't afford housing. We've got other people who've got so much property that they don't know what to do with it all. So it's just, society is extremely unbalanced, and a lot of money is wasted on consuming useless products, and it's enriching people who really don't need the money. Oftentimes, we've seen with a lot of these large corporations and companies, their workers are treated poorly, the working environments are poor, etc., etc., etc. Where, the whole spiel, the CEO, la-di-da, but, the workers literally piss the pants. So what I would like to basically say is, I feel like the more people who use Linux, the more people will be thinking for themselves, and the more people will sort of start slowing down and start saying, look, I don't have to buy this and that to feel good about myself, because they're not thinking extrinsically. They become more intrinsically motivated. I think any Linux user who's been using Linux for a long time would be intrinsically motivated. If someone comes and tells them, look, your desktop environment sucks and you should feel bad, they're going to be like, I don't care. It works for me, straight up. So I feel like the more and more people sort of get into that mindset about let's do things for ourselves instead of everyone else, the better society will be as a whole. And hopefully it would translate to more people using Linux, so that software companies can start providing better support for Linux. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm about at the 5 minutes mark. Guys, I don't do these types of videos often. If you would like to see more, please do leave a like and a comment. Yes, I'm using a very old camera, and you might have spotted a few little spots where there might be some dust on the sensor, or even potentially a dead pixel, but it's an old camera. So yeah, anyways, do give me some feedback down in the comments below. Will help me out to know which way I'm going to be taking this channel. And yeah, slow down a bit. Go outside, get some fresh air. Breathe. Get some exercise. Cheers, bye.